Okay, shall we start? For today, I will not start the materials just yet. I will just talking about the course introduction. And I believe that some of you already familiar with me, so I'll just skip the introduction. Okay. And today we will talk about the course and then the grading policy, the requirement, and the class outline. Okay, so the course, you know that you're joining a course named Introduction of Information Management, right? So this is just a theoretical aspect of management and information system kind of technology. So we are talking about in the business side. Okay, so technology in the business side. Okay, and we also will talk about the business intelligence. Okay, business intelligence and the security issues. We'll talk about the business and the technology sides. Okay, and most of the times the assignments will ask you to solve a problem. So it's like a study case questions. Okay. Okay, so this is the most important one about the grading policy. There will be a total of 5 assignments, okay? And because of its 5 assignments, so each assignment will be 4%, okay? So total will be 20% for your final grade. And you know that this course offers you distance course, right? So you don't need to come every day to class. Okay, so most of the time you will take your free time to watch the lecture video and work on your assignments. Okay, based on your time. So that apart from the assignments, there will be topic discussions. Okay, 4 topic discussions that will be presented on the iLearning, and will need you to solve. It's kind of study cases, and you need to solve the case. Okay, you need to solve the case. So it will boost your critical thinking. And then the lecture video completion. So the topic discussion and the lecture video completion will contribute to your final grade as much as 10%. Okay. The video lecture, you need to watch the lecture video, the whole video. Okay. Because this is a mandatory for university. I believe that you have a lot of sources out there to get the knowledge apart from the video you watch from me on the iLearning. You have a lot of source to study, but this lecture video is a mandatory for you to watch. Okay, if you don't watch the video lecture, the campus, the university will be in trouble. Okay, so you must watch. If you don't watch, you will get expelled. No, just kidding. Okay. And then for the midterm exam and the final exam, both of these exam will be held online. Okay. So you will use the platform, the iLearning, to perform the test. Okay. I will explain it later. Okay. And for the final topic presentation, um, I will give you some topics. Okay. As I remember, I prepared 5 or 10. And after that, you will just pick the topic through a lucky draw. Okay. And that will be next week. I will explain one by one. Okay, so this is the assignments. Assignments is quizzes, okay? And I give you the whole semester. It's quite a long time to complete the whole 5 assignments, okay? So you need to complete before the final term week. It means that before the end of December, please try to complete all the assignments. So the assignments will be available from the start of the semesters, or I see maybe some chapters, some assignments is available during the chapters week. Okay, so you need to check. But all of the assignments will be due before the final term week. Our final week will be next year. Okay, at the beginning of January, it's around. I think it's 8. No, it's 3 or 4 January. Okay, so you need to be finish all the assignments before the end of December. And the quizzes will be every 2 weeks or will be, every 2 chapters. Okay. Any late submissions will not be accepted. Yes. Any late assignments, submissions will not be accepted because, I already give you quite a long time from the beginning to the end of the semester. So if you are late, it's you have the whole, but you missed it. You missed that period of time. So it's kind of, where were you this time? Okay, that was the assignments, and then discussion topic and the lecture video completion. Okay, so discussion topic will be given to you every 2 chapters. Yeah, apart from the assignments. If you don't work on the assignments, there will be a topic discussions for you to solve. Okay, and then the lecture video. Yes, as I told you before, it's a mandatory for from the university. If you don't watch the video, the campus, the university will be in trouble. Okay, so yeah, please watch all the video. Okay, then this is a mandatory. The lecture video is a mandatory. Before you perform the midterm exam, that's one of the requirements for you to complete before performing the midterm exam. Okay, for example, the midterm will be on 3rd of November. Okay, you need to watch all the video before this time. Okay, so let's see. You have 5. No, I think it's not 5. Oh yeah, 5. For example, 5 lecture video before the 3rd November, 1、2、3、4、5. Then you need to watch all the 5 before performing the midterm exam. That's one of the requirements. Okay, so make sure before the midterm exam week, you watch all the lecture video beforehand. Okay, you complete it. Also happens for final. Okay, for final is, I think it's in 4th, I forgot, of January. Also, you need to complete all this video here. Complete video during this time. Okay. If you don't watch the YouTube video, then the systems will prevent you to do the exam. Okay, so try to watch. So I know that watching the lecture video, it's more than an hour. So it's kind of boring. You are dizzy listening to my voice. So I think, yeah, it's because, it's mandatory from the university. So no matter you watch and you're going somewhere, or you watch and then you're sleeping, it's okay. Okay, try to try to complete the video before the time, before the end of the time. Okay, midterm week and the final week. Okay, for the topic discussion, the due date also before the end of the semester, so try to complete it before the end of the time, the, the end of the semester, sorry. Okay, so this is the midterm exam. Previously, I always asked my students to complete the midterm exams in 24 hours. But now I realize that some of the students will not, won't be able to, you know, do the exam during the 24 hours. So for this semester, I set it up midterm exam available for 5 days. Okay, so starting from November 3rd until 7th. Yes, 5 days. Okay, so it's 5 days, quite long time. So still, if some of you are missing, teacher, I forgot to do the midterm exam. That's your problem, not my problem. Okay, because I will not give you any other chance. Now, the final report. Final report is 30%, the highest percentage for your final grade. Okay. So we have topic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, only 5. 5 topics. Okay. So these 5 topics will be given to you and you need to choose, but it's not you choosing, it's the lucky draw. Okay, 1 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will choose through a lucky draw. Okay. And this final report will be done in a group. Okay. I think some students like, okay, doing a group is much easier. Okay, you form a group of 1 or 2 people. If you cannot find a teammate, then it's you, only yourself, okay, making the report. And then 2 people maximum, no more than 2 people, okay. And then you need to schedule your group to present your report between December 4 and December 18. Okay, so maybe some of you also joined me in the previous course this morning. So if you choose December 4 for this course, then I suggest you to choose another week to present for another course, yeah, for this morning's course. And the schedule sheet will be provided to you next week. Okay, I will give it to you next week. So make sure you come next week. Okay. And once you decide when you to do the final report, please do not change the schedule, okay? Because it will affect the whole schedule. Try to not change the schedule. If you want to change the schedule, for example, if you are sick, okay, if you are sick, and then you need to tell to the other groups to do the replace. Okay, for example, you originally present on December 4th, but you cannot. You are sick. Okay, and then you need to find the groups who are presenting in another week and told them, hey, can we change the schedule to do the final report for this course. If both of you say yes, then I will change the schedule for you. Okay? Okay, now the next point. On the presentation day, all group members must be present and participate in the presentation. Okay, so if one group consists of 2 students, these 2 students need to come to class during the presentation day and need to participate on the presentation day. Based on my experience, some students, they do like this. Student A, they do the report, okay, the report, and then the student B, they do the presentation, the speaking. I don't recommend you to do this. Okay, don't do like this, because the presentation, when you present, I will also assess how your attitude during the presentation. Okay, your attitude during the presentation. Do you know the content of your presentation? Do you read the text the whole time? That's part of the assessment criteria for the grading or final grading. Okay, so try to not do this. So both of the students need to do the speaking, need to do the presentation, okay, need to do the report as well. So you can do whatever. Maybe for student A, you present and work for the report, slide 1 to 10. Okay, for student B, you work for the 11 slides to 20, something like that. Okay, because the grading will be for both of you. Okay, so I think this is supposed to be how you work with your teammates. Okay, so it's not only one who speak the whole time during the presentation from the beginning to the end, but both of these students speak, present. Okay, and the other groups who are not presenting, you can you are allowed to not attending the class. So I only expect the groups who are presenting on that day. Okay, so if you're not presenting on December 4th, then you don't need to come to class. Okay, so I only expect the groups, the students who are presenting on that day. Okay. Next one, this is the report assessment criteria. You can read by yourself later. I already uploaded in the iLearning for you to check later or when the final report comes. So you read the criteria of the excellent point. Okay, so try your best to get the excellent uh, criteria. Okay, this one. And I see some of the students, it's okay for you to prepare paper text during the presentation, but try to see the audience eyes. Okay, for example, some of the groups, your classmates who present on the same day, it's your audience. Okay, so try to make a good contact with them, even they are playing with their smartphones or they are do anything else. But try to make engagement. Okay, engagement is not like um, try to tap your friend's shoulders. It's not like that. Try to make a good contact. Even they are playing with their smartphone, they're scrolling through their smartphone, okay? Because I'm watching you during the presentation. And you know that I always told this to my students. I know that English is not your native language. You are speaking Chinese, okay? And some of you may not Taiwanese. I know. Then English is not your first language, okay? And it's sometimes it feels difficult to speak English. Well, I think it's okay because you are in the university, the place where you are still in the learning process, okay? So it's okay to make a mistake. Whether your pronunciation is not so good or you prepare a paper text for a presentation, it's normal. But try to practice, okay? It's for your future career. Also, our presentation is in English. So I think it's very good for your future career. Speak English, try to speak confidently in English, right? So if you, some of the students, the previous students who take my course, even they are not so good on the presentation, but I always encourage them and try to give the best score for the presentation. Why? Because presentation in English is not that good. It's not that easy for you, right? But you can do that. You're coming during the presentation day and then you do the presentation. So that's why I always give you a higher score for that. If some students still fail my course, it's because themselves. They don't do the assignments, they don't do the midterm exam, they forgot to do the final exam. That's why they fail this course. Okay? That's why they fail my courses. But basically, when the presentation, I always give my student a good score for the presentation. Okay? That's why I want to encourage you because you can do this because you are the students in the university and this is the place for you to learn. So it's okay to make mistakes. Okay? You got it? Yeah. So try your best. Always try your best because those for yourself, for your future. And then the requirement. Okay, the requirement. Since this is a distance course, so mandatory lecture video, as I said before, you must watch the whole lecture video. And then I suggest you to do a regular login to the platform just to check if there's any announcement or is there's updates from me or the teacher, okay, just to avoid missing the deadlines, like, the midterm exam, we only have 5 days for you to complete, right? Just to make sure that you're not missing the deadline and you still keep on track on those of the requirements. Yeah. And then, and no late submissions, okay? Once again, I gave you long period to complete all the tests. Okay, like assignments, the topic discussion, and then the midterm exam, I give you like almost a week, 5 days I give you. So if you ask me later on, is there any chance for me because I forgot to take the exam? You know my answers, right? Okay, so this is the schedule for the course. Now it's 11th of September, so it's only course introduction. Okay, course introduction. And then next week, apart from the group report scheduling, I will start the chapter one. Okay, just introductions about how the technology in nowadays, yeah, the technology developed in nowadays. And then starting from the third week, which is 25th of September, there will be a distance course. Okay, so for the following week, there will be you don't need to come to class. You only need to check the platform to study, check the lecture video, check for the assignments and kind of things. And then starting from December 4, we will start the final report presentation, okay, based on your schedule that you choose next week. And then, yeah, we have 2 weeks holiday, the Christmas Day and the New Year. And then after New Year, you will have a final exam. Okay, for the exam, um, if you if you already joined me for the previous course, these two exams will be a very easy exam, so you don't need to be very you don't need to be worried about this. The exam will be based on the assignments I give you, okay, during this period of time. Okay, so if you study this a chapter, then you will be no need to worry about your exam. Okay? Do you have any questions? Okay, no questions. Then I will show you a video about uh, information management system, information management degree, okay, which will offer you a high-paying career. Okay, so let's watch the video. Hmm. Okay, so I will show you how to use the iLearning 2.0 because this is a new website for this semester. How to check the PDF lectures, how to watch the lecture videos, and then how to submit assignments, how to do a lot of things. Okay, let me go here. Let me check. I need to. Okay, now. Oh, I think I need to pause. Need more. Wait. Let me do some quick. Okay, so later on, if you have any questions, since we are not uh, every week meet, so please post the questions here. Okay, this is to avoid a lot of students asking the same questions. Okay, so if you have any questions, please don't send me email. Do not send me email. You need to post here on the discussion forum in the general part. Okay, on the upside left corner in the general, and then you will see the questions from the student, and then you click it and you Add a topic, okay, the subject, and then your questions here, and then post the form. I will respond shortly. Okay, so please don't send me emails because based on my experience, a lot of you asking the same questions again and again. So to avoid this kind of happenings, I will recommend you to do this. Okay, I will not answer your emails. And then starting from, okay, so this is the first week. Okay, so we are here. If you want to see what we have learned today, what we have discussed today, so you can just click on the PDF annotation and check, just in case you want to check the assessment criteria for your final report. Okay. And then next week, okay, for next week, I will open this schedule sheet for you. So you need to find your teammates from now, and you need to discuss whether to present on December 4, 11, or 18. Okay. And next week I will open this link, and you and your teammates can uh, try to start to type in it based on the designated schedule. But it's not available for now. Okay, next week you need to come. And then the PDF file, I will also upload for every week, so you can just check the iLearning. Okay, we can also start to log in to your iLearning to just check if it's there or not. Okay, and then starting from the third week, okay, means this week you will watch the lecture video, okay, using iLearning. And the next about, okay, so here is the week of the midterm exam, but since I'm not setting up the midterm quiz, the midterm exam yet, so it's not available here. Okay, and then during the presentation day, oh, sorry, before the presentation day, please submit your report here. If you present on the first week, please submit based on your schedule, okay? For example, you present in the first week, then you upload in this week, okay? Submissions here. If you're presenting on the second week, then it will be week 2, okay? File submissions. Okay, what else? Okay, so this course is around 61 students, right? 61 students, yeah. So for 1 week, there will be around 10 groups to present, okay, each week. So we'll have around 30 groups in total. Okay, do you have any question? Any question? It seems you all understand. I hope you really understand what I'm saying. Okay, if you don't have any question, then I will end the class now. Don't forget to come next week because there will be a group scheduling for you to do the final report. Okay? Okay, so see you next week. Bye bye.
Recording stopped.